On December 4, UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson was killed in an incident that shook New York. According to police information, he was attacked by a man who was waiting outside the New York Hilton Midtown Hotel, where Thompson was for an investor conference. Initial investigations suggest that the attacker fled on an Electric City bike towards Central Park after shooting the executive, leaving Thompson seriously injured. He was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Now, this case is already complicated on its own, but what has really put SNL in the spotlight is the segment of its famous Weekend Update show, where they address the case in an ironic and controversial way. On the December 7th episode, Colin Jost and Michael Che, the hosts of Weekend Update, decided to take on this case with their characteristic style of humor. The segment included jokes about the lack of progress in the police investigation and the public responses to the case. For example, Colin Jost started with a statement that summed up public perception. This year, New York City authorities sent a strong anti-crime message: if you shoot someone in the street, you better get on your bike and get out fast. Jost further joked about the police behavior and the investigation. The search for the suspect continues, and it's crazy that the crime happened just 3 blocks from the Christmas tree lighting ceremony at Rockefeller Center. Probably because they have every police officer in the city patrolling that event. Meanwhile, Michael Che continued with another line of jokes that delved deeper into the topic in a somewhat lurid way. The NYPD was able to get the suspect's photo because they apparently caught him smiling while flirting with a hostel worker. A really strange detail that never fails to draw attention. This is where the lines were crossed between humor and insensitivity. Che and Jost didn't just report on it, they took advantage of the details of the investigation to poke fun at the circumstances surrounding the case. For example, comments about how the suspect could have escaped and details of searches that point to passengers at Port Authority in New York as possible leads. Of course, the public was quick to react. As always happens with controversial topics on social media, opinions have been divided between those supporting SNL and those accusing them of insensitivity. Some users wrote on X, formerly Twitter, that the segment was an example of intelligent comedy. The joke about the Port Authority passenger was spot on and biting. Those are the SNL comments that really hit the mark. However, others disagreed, accusing the show of crossing the line between comedy and insensitivity. One user noted, "It was very wrong. The murder of a man is a tragedy, not a joke. This is not comedy, it is pure insensitivity." On the other hand, several memes and humorous reactions about the incident went viral on TikTok, where users shared their personal experiences with the U.S. healthcare system, especially UnitedHealthcare. Some comments included phrases such as, "I'm sorry United, but my prayers were denied, just like my son's medication." This dark humor reinforces the discontent of a part of the public that already had frustrations with the practices of the insurance company. Returning to the official details of the case, the New York police are still investigating clues that could reveal the motive behind this crime. According to reports, phrases were found engraved on the bullet casings recovered at the scene of the incident, words such as deny, depose, and defend. These terms are commonly used in the context of denying claims in the insurance world, which could give clues to a possible political message or motivation behind the attack. In addition, the police reported that the suspect was a man who was partially covered and has not yet been identified. Investigations are now focused on establishing his whereabouts, using security images from cameras in the area. The controversy between comedy and respect is more relevant than ever, and SNL has the difficult task of balancing both elements. While some see it as a sharp way to satirize the social reality of the United States, others simply consider it an attack in bad taste. For now, the community is waiting for answers both in the case of the murder of Brian Thompson and the next steps of NBC and SNL in the face of criticism. What do you think about all this? Was SNL out of line or simply exercising satire as it has done so many times? Leave your opinions in the comments. And if you like this analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the bell. See you in the next video.